Hello everybody and welcome to Bilko and Brenny's Podcask. I'm Bilko.
I'm Brenny.
And we're here to delve into the delights of one of our favourite pastimes. We'll get stuck right into it. Tonight we're picking one of our favourite cities, I think we'll both agree, Manchester.
Love it.
It's called the Track Brewing Co. Don't know all about these guys, to be perfectly honest. We got a wee introduction, we got a free can and a wee delivery last week. And that's how we kind of got introduced to it, so it's kind of dovetailed in nicely. So it's trackbrewing.co is their website, and it's just pretty much fresh beer direct to your door. They offer free delivery around Manchester and surrounding areas. It's done so in a safe and mindful manner. All M postcodes, and they do free shipping to the rest of the UK for all orders over 50 quid. 50 quid. So we'll just batter into it, Brenny.
Go for it.
So the first one is a Tuya. We're going to put a wee visual on the screen for you, and this is a Tuya Table beer. Alcohol volume is 3%.
Well, I'm happy with that.
Yep.
It's a starter for 10.
Absolutely. So let's not lie, we did have a wee can of this each, didn't we? Just a wee sharpener.
Just with your lovely dinner that you made as well, Bilko.
Oh, thank you.
It was lovely.
Thank you.
Nice wee tuna pasta bake. Set the stodge off well for the session ahead.
Exactly, man. The stodgier the better. Stodgier the better, mate.
So that was very good.
That's a belter, innit? I think I'll have that one, mate.
Aye.
Oh, hang on a minute. Is the microphone working?
Aye. Make sure that's recording. Aye. After last week, 2.5 fools today, 3 takes.
Shocking, man, wasn't it? Shocking. I can feel the peltering coming on for the way I've poured these beers already, mate.
No. That's a good pour. That's a good pour. I like that.
Right, mate.
Aye. Cheers.
Cheers.
To you. So it's mosaic and citra, and you definitely get that. It's a lovely drop. I mean,
It's a
it
lovely
really
drop,
is.
and it's
It's
nice and
very nice, very smooth.
Silky.
It's definitely how we'd want to start a session. Definitely, pours lovely, tastes lovely.
What I would say as well is there's not loads of information about this beer on the Brewing Co website. Probably because I think they sell quite a lot, and I think they kind of regard.
To make that much, you can sell that much. It speaks for itself, and it definitely does. It's a lovely drop. It's very light, but tasty, very tasty.
If you call, I mean, obviously it's equivalent to a session type of beer, then, isn't it?
That's
3%.
exactly. I mean, a table beer. That's something you're just going to be able to drink all day.
Aye.
And it's a definite session. So. The mosaic and the citra definitely are there.
It kind of does exactly what it says there, doesn't it?
Sitting on a table, drink it all day.
Aye. It's actually quite good, I like it.
I really like it. And obviously, where it's brewed from, again, a home from home for the boaties, I would say.
Aye, it definitely is.
Many travels down to see gigs and football for myself.
Yeah.
And I always had a warm hospitality whenever I visit Manchester. Lovely place, lovely people. Genuinely get a real love of the city.
I mean, let's not kid ourselves on here, mate, right? For me personally, I know you as well. When we were 16, 17-year-old, obviously the Rosies posters up there. No coincidence, me and all my mates, and I would imagine you and all your mates done about with the middle sheds and all that, mate, the long middle sheds, the flares on, the Rosies, the carpets,
the tie-dye mambo hoodies, kickers,
all that kind of stuff, man.
Love it.
There's some good pictures kicking about actually those days, man, but we won't be sharing those.
No, definitely.
But even Manchester's always had a good affinity with Glasgow, and I think a lot of the Manchester bands that came up here appreciated that the Scottish guys kind of got right into it, didn't they, the Glaswegians. Ian Brown says, he says it's his second most favourite city in the world.
That'll do me.
And I probably would say that Manchester's probably my second favourite city in the world as well.
I do love it. Any time I'm there, I'm always interested in trying new bars. Do you know, I've actually thinking about it. It's probably been 3 years since I was done. It's 3 years too long, actually. Last time I was done, I was at Gorilla. To see Steve Mason.
Did you see what happened this week with the Gorilla?
I didn't.
Oh, they've saved it. They've saved the Gorilla.
I didn't know. I've obviously. This has passed me by then, obviously.
Under threat. I was on Twitter. I've seen a lot of the Manchester icons have been tweeting about it. The Gorilla and I think it was the Deaf Institute were under threat. And it looks like there's been a package being put in place to develop that, and obviously that's crucial for the Manchester live scene. So that's good. We'll maybe tell a few stories about maybe some of my jaunts down in Manchester later on,
Good
but
stuff.
it's probably a separate podcast, and we'll be leaving some bits out, put it that way. So aye,
Back to the table beer.
aye, let's get back to the table beer, mate. I mean, you can tell how quick I'm drinking that. That's a perfectly quaffable beer.
Yes, it does exactly what it says. Table beer, and it's lovely. It really is lovely. It's lovely, light, and at 3%, you could definitely have a good few at a barbecue, a good few on your way anywhere. Definitely in a pub, but would definitely it's a go-to beer. It's obviously we had the wee one with dinner that we had an extra couple in the order. And it went well with dinner as well. I mean, it was just it was a lovely drop. It's definitely very light, very mild, and does exactly what you want for a beer.
I mean, I'm just looking at the website here. I think this one's been taken off the website, but I think it was round about £12 for 4. I think it was round about that, but I'm sure this will be something that they just, maybe, I'd imagine they'll just bring out table beers on a regular basis, but this one is perfectly good. So we've not really spent a lot of time on that one, but I'm happy to go in with the scores, big man.
Aye, again.
So would we buy it again? I definitely would buy that again. It's if I was getting somebody in, aye, 100%. Sesh, yes.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's definitely a sessionable beer.
Think I could handle that?
Oh, big time.
Right, so there you go. It's definitely a sessionable beer. Marks out of 10. Now here we go.
We've got to qualify that we kind of doing a beer of the week.
Yeah.
So we're reviewing 4 from Track, and again we're going to do it on the beer of the week. So it's not a case of if we score it low, it's not. We like it. It's obvious we like this beer. But the scores maybe reflect.
I've not told you something, by the way.
What's that?
Well, I had to make the order up to 50 quid.
Right.
So I banged in a wee DIPA at the end.
Right.
So we're reviewing 5.
Oh, brilliant.
Alright, mate, wee bonus for you, mate.
Brilliant.
Right.
I'm happy with that.
Right.
Happy with
So did you get so marks out of 10 for me, and again, this is nothing, no slight on any beers we've done in the past, right?
I noticed you're scoring your own beers this week. You weren't happy about me not letting you change your scores because you were turning into Craig Revel Hall last week.
Listen, mate, Len Goodman, listen. All I can say is, you done me. I didn't realise how quality that Callista Pilsners were. And I was looking at the bigger picture over the months and months we're going to be doing this, mate, right? Hey, but I'll take this Craig Revel, what's his name? Craig Revel Horwood?
I think so, something like that.
Listen, I can be nasty Bill. So I'm going to go in, right, again, I'm actually going to go in with a 6.75.
Right.
Alright, out of 10.
Yeah.
Solid.
And I'm going with a solid 7.
No worries.
It's a cracking beer. It's a cracking beer that I really enjoy, and I'll definitely be buying it again. And I'm going to have a wee session at one time. Hopefully someone in Glasgow's going to have a few cans of it so we can while away an afternoon sometime.
Absolutely. Well, the thing is, I mean, I know Track, there is certain pubs that have got it. I know for a fact Cool Shipyard have got it. I've been spoken to them. We're waiting back for the Track guys to maybe actually let us know if there's anywhere else run about here. But do you know, I'm actually looking forward to having a session on that in Manchester, mate.
So the next beer we've got for the night is Said and Done. Again, it's a Track Brewing Company beer. That's the beers we're reviewing this week, so Track Brewing Company. It's a pale ale at 4.8%, and it's got Amarillo, Meridian and Mosaic hops.
Your eyesight's better than me, mate.
So it's a zippy little number, popping with je ne sais quoi, which inspires joie de vivre in all who step up to partake. You'll be handsomely rewarded with lashings of key lime, lemon curd, custard apple from the Amarillo, Meridian and Mosaic dry hop. The finish is bold and fruity, leaving you wanting more. I'm looking forward to this, Bilko. I'm looking forward to this.
Sounds like a cheesecake.
Sounds delightful. It sounds delightful. Yeah, definitely. So what you getting the initial smell?
I'm definitely getting the just getting your usual kind of pale ale, to be perfectly honest. Let's get it quaffed. Cheers, mate. Oh, aye, it's definitely a lot different for that other one.
That's fruity. Very fruity. That's lovely. Well, it's definitely bouncing about in there, isn't it?
It's clean, man.
You get the...
Oh, it's very, very clean. Definitely, maybe that's a lemon and lime there.
Aye, definitely lemon and lime. Aye, that's what?
What is this one? Is it 4.8%?
4.8%, which is nice pale ale.
Oh, that is a quaffable pint. Microphone. Aye, it's on.
Thankfully. We've got any more of them that we can review.
We actually do. Well, I did have to buy 12, didn't I?
Oh well.
Because they do a wee pack. I think they vary it up. You get 12 for X amount of dough. As I said, I had to round it up to get the free delivery.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
It'd have been about a tenner delivery. Do you know what I mean? So it's well worth it.
Makes sense to get the free delivery and get another beer.
I'm just waiting here for the custard apple. Oh, and is that from the Amarillo, Meridian and Mosaic Dry Hop? Now this Mosaic Dry Hop, this is one of these phrases in the Meridian. Amarillo, I kind of know that. I take it that means that the hops is flavoured.
Well, it's the actual hops.
Right, okay.
So they've grown the hops.
Right.
And actually the name of the actual grown hops.
Right, okay.
So if you're sourcing, if you were to start out in home brewing, which we really should try, we should try, get some tips off Bruce. And there's plenty of information online anyway, books about it and everything else. So we really should start getting into it. It seems we're showing an interest in this, Bilko.
We should do, man.
So I think it is just like you buy the hops. There's a place over in Menard Road.
Aye.
A big, massive home brewer that Bruce actually buys stuff off of.
Is there?
Aye, over he gets stuff sent from Menard Road over to Copenhagen.
Wow.
So when you tried one of his blondes the other night, that blonde beer that he had, so that was
dynamite. That was lovely.
That was a good night out in general.
That was a good night out, wasn't it? Aye.
A wee night out with the good ladies in Coal Shipyard.
Coal Shipyard, actually. Aye, the boys were there, weren't they? It was Dom, Del, Jake, and who was it?
Aye,
it was Eminem.
Who's that?
Eminem. Oh no, it was Elliot. It was the hair, wasn't it? It was the hair. Sorry.
Right.
Right, but aye, that was a cracking night, wasn't it?
It was a great night in Coal Ship.
I'm trying to remember that. I quite liked that. Was it Trinada?
Yeah,
was it?
Draft.
Aye, that was good, wasn't it? Aye.
We really should start using this on tap so we can remember what beers we're drinking.
I know, man, we should do, man.
So we've got a record.
We have. Just so again, not a lot of information about the brewery on the Track Brewing Co website. So we are using Untapped today. So shout out to the Untapped boys or girls, whoever they may be. I mean, je ne sais quoi. Would you say this inspires a bit of joie de vivre?
Aye. I mean, I like it. It's not blowing me away.
It's not blowing me away, I'm going to be honest.
It's not blowing me away. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. And it's my mouth's popping with the different tastes. And you definitely get what they're telling you on the review site. But
I think light is the word here, man. There's
lovely.
not a lot of body to it all. There's not a lot of aftertaste or anything, is there?
No, it's clean. There's a fizz in your tongue. There's a sort of, you can feel it's almost
a wee pop.
Aye. Definitely. I mean, but if we're going straight for review of it, would I buy it again? Yes.
I would buy it again. Yes.
Yes, I would definitely sample it again, and would assess it. I would give it a good go. It seems a lovely beer.
Aye, it's a well sessionable one. Can I tell you a wee story?
Yes.
I was at a barbecue on Saturday. Social distancing barbecue. Mate JB had put it on, and my mate Mark had come up, and he was drinking a Ronza Kappa rum. Now this stuff is the top notch rum, Guatemalan rum, and he pulls it out and he's drinking it away. And do you know how he described the rum as? A sessionable rum. Is there such a thing as a sessionable rum? Because we were giving him pelters for it, man.
I could session rum if I was mojito in it.
Aye, or Morgans and coconut, or putting in some sort of mixer in it.
I'm no big on. I like cocktails. For rum.
Aye.
I like rum cocktails, but I don't actually like. I'm not a big rum and coke man.
Well, we'd had a Long Island iced tea. JB had made a nice. It must have been about 3 litres rum, a Long Island iced tea mix. Mm. That was good, man. And you had to put the Coca-Cola in that just to get the Long Island iced tea effect. But aye, sessionable rum con, man. I'll remember that. Aye, fair play, mate. Man. He wasn't saying that at 2 o'clock in the morning, I can honestly say
much
that.
Much of the rum was left.
Anyway, sorry. So we'll get back. You definitely buy again. Definitely sesh that. 4.8%. I'm going to come to the scores, mate, here. And you know, I like the first one. I actually do like this. It's grown on me a wee bit as it's went on.
That's lovely.
I think me and my fractions, just because I enjoyed the table beer that slightly bit more, I'm going to give that a 6.7 out of 10. And it's not a slight on it, it's just I want to be consistent in my scoring. There's one coming up in a wee while I really want to get my Nashers in. So I'm going to give it a 6.7, mate.
6.7. For me, as I said, I'm not blown away by it. I was actually really looking forward to this one. I thought it would be my beer of the night. And it's no doing it for me. I really like it in the sense that it's lovely. I mean, it's a lovely beer, but it's not blowing me away with the taste that I think I should be getting. And for that reason, I'm going to give it a 6.5.
Okay, mate, no worries. Well, I will just add, I mean, it's one of those, it leaves you wanting a wee bit more. I would say that. It's actually, the more I drink it, it's growing a wee bit, so we're maybe being a wee bit harsh there, but in terms of comparing it to the first beer, I think I'm with you on that.
Out of the two that I've tried so far, I prefer number one. So I mean, there's nothing wrong in that. I think my score reflects that. So I'm happy with it. But so far number one, Tuya.
No worries,
is the beer of the night for me so far. The halfway stage.
Can we add any wee anecdotes about Manchester? You want me to give you one, or are you?
My big one was we went to the Hacienda in '91, and we were on the slam bus from Queen Street Station at the Old Rock Gardens in Glasgow. And it was Dave and Odd, who ran the bus. It's literally them came down to DJ, but took a busload of Glaswegians down.
Wow.
So obviously that was some laugh. I mean, going on a bus to Manchester for a night out and then coming back with a shower of Glaswegians was entertainment in itself. Never mind actually going to the legendary Hacienda.
This show goes out in public, mate, before we incriminate
ourselves here. I mean, obviously we goes on the bus, stays the bus, but the actual night itself was just legendary in the sense that it was really good. I mean, I think I just turned 18. And you'd heard all the stories. It was 91, I think the Hash shut in 97, didn't it? And you'd heard all the stories of the 80s bands and then the rave culture and everything else. And I was like, I was a big cheesy craver, you know that yourself. I was always into the whole scene. So it was just a great night to go, and it was something special in my memories. It was with great people. I was with my brother, my pals and my best mates, Woody, Fee, loads were there, so it was great. It was a great experience. It's
a great iconic venue, obviously. It's a shame it's not here, but there is a good book out about it, and there's loads of stuff about the Hacienda in it. Hacienda Classical, obviously. I've been there up at Hydro, that was a top night as well. Graham Park as well, still really like his sets. Another good DJ, but I'm jealous, I'm not going to lie, I never made it down there.
That is my top trump story, do you know what I mean? That is my top trump story about Manchester. And it sort of gave me a real love for the city, because the way we were treated that night and by the people who we were talking to and everything else, it was just a great night.
So when it was said and done, you had quite a good night. So,
what's that deal?
Shut mate, see when you've got a dug, sometimes you have a wee bit of an accident when you're trying to do stuff, so decided to change, so yeah, you know me as well, bit of Mariah Carey and all that. I like to have a couple of outfits for different performances, mate, you know what I'm saying? So,
I should just preparing for this strawberry, innit?
As indeed. Now, I have been looking forward to this one. It's fresh off the production line. Nothing is real, it's a strawberry sour. Alcohol coming in there at 6%. I'm going to get the information because there is loads of information on their website. So, first thing I will say is nothing is real. Strawberry. It's a bit of a play on words there. Strawberry Fields. Nothing is real. Is that where they've got this from?
Got to be.
Possibly, yeah. So for those that loved Track Brewing Co.'s birthday number 2 beer, they've bumped up the ABV and the body. They've thrown in some extra strawberry, seasoned it with spatterings of lemon zest, and balanced that tart acidity with milk sugar to add a little residual sweetness. And the result is a strawberry sherbet daydream. If that sounds like your thing, let's get involved, man.
Get involved.
Right. Oh, aye. Nice colour.
So it's a 4-pack for £17.65. Obviously you get the free delivery anywhere in the UK after £50 worth. So aye.
Quite fizzy.
Looks lovely.
It does, man. It does look like a wee strawberry sherbet.
Oh.
I'm going to give this a wee...
Where are these sweets you used to get?
Aye. Those wee... That's it, like sherbet
Strawberry
bonbons.
Strawberry limes.
Is that what it smells like?
Smell?
Oh, man.
Isn't it?
Oh, it smells amazing. It must smell good, mate. Never even get the cheers there.
Cheers. I just taste like these sweeties. Remember the sweaters you used to get? No the sweaters, but the ones for your youth. The ones for your youth.
Oh, that is fantastic, man.
It's just like a strawberry lime.
That's a zinger. It's a wee zing.
What do you choose?
I don't know, whatever, man. I remember you used to get the strawberry...
Strawberry limes. I'm sure that's what they were called. Strawberry limes.
It might have been strawberry limes.
You used to get a quarter of them.
So you used to get like chocolate limes.
But you used to get a strawberry version of them and all. They were a hard boiled. They were the chocolate ones were a hard boiled sweet, weren't they?
They were dynamite, man. But that is a zinger. A zinger. Oft. That's what I'm talking about, man. Now, by the looks of that, that's been an evolution. I wouldn't mind trying their birthday number 2 beer. Looking at that, that's been a real, what do you call it, a real evolution in that beer. Coming in at 6% as well, again. I don't really feel that 6%. I don't feel it coming through.
All you're tasting is strawberry lime.
Oh, it's fantastic. But, I will say allergens in this, malted barley, oats, wheat and lactose. It is, it's like those wee sweeties, man. If they were strawberry limes, I'm maybe going to have to Google that. But it's definitely a boiled sweet kind of taste. The colour's fantastic as well. It's just that you look at that. What would that taste like? You'd know by the way it looks.
Right. You can see it.
I'm telling you something. I'm glad I've got another couple of cans of this, mate.
You'll enjoy them.
I might give you one, mate. Oh, that's a fantastic beer. That is a really, really nice beer. That's a nice pick-me-up type of beer.
Yeah, it's a change of taste.
Aye.
Change of taste. Cause, I think that's where we're probably the Tuya starter and said and done were very similar. Not obviously one's a pale ale and one's a table beer, but at the same time there was a lot of similarities in taste. Whereas that's just a game changer in the taste sort of.
I mean, they're calling it sour fruited, strawberry sour. Oh, that is I really, really, really like that. I'm sorry, we're not coming up with bigger words here, but I can just, it's a zingy, sherbety.
The acidity isn't what they've said on it, the balance, that tart acidity with the milk sugar. The sugar, there is a definite balance to it. It's not like some of the sours you get where your eyes, you're gone like that with the one, your first taste. It's not like that. There is that sort of zingy, as you were saying, strawberry lime. It just reminds me of sweets, this old school sweets.
Brilliant.
Which is amazing. It's a nice wee heart back to your
childhood.
Your childhood, and that's, I mean, if you're getting that for a beer, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Aye, it's a taste sensation. It really is. I'm blown away by that one, actually. I must admit. So
give us a wee Manchester story then, Billy.
Manchester. Yeah. We could do it in a separate podcast, but I'll maybe summarise. Obviously there for the Reformation gig when the Rosies were playing at Heaton Park. Managed to get down there with the Golden Greats and the Wags. Went down there, drove down, treated like absolute gods in Rochdale where we were staying. Met a taxi driver. He was a taxi driver for the whole weekend, man. Stunning. Just came and got us, including after the gig. It was the kind of Woodstock of my generation going to that gig. So
you managed to do
Friday? That. I was there on the Friday, but I believe you.
I was there on Saturday.
Aye.
Was it Public Enemy? Did you use the Public Enemy?
Wait, no. We had the Whalers, mate.
Aye, so we had Public Enemy on the Saturday. So we were there. But you know my pal Kieran's connections with Public Enemy stuff, so we were there for the Saturday. So. Really good.
Aye, I think primal scheme. But anyway, that was the first time. Then obviously we had to go down and sample it again. And so we went down with the boys. It was a bit of a last minute jaunt when they were playing at the Etihad. and it was Public Enemy that was supporting them that night.
Was it?
Aye, cracking set, original lineup, brilliant set by Public Enemy. Met a couple of people in the crowd, still in contact with him to this day, but I was down there with Golden Greats and Captain Bob. Now, I love my Manchester, right, but see Golden Greats, mate, this guy could write a book on the Manchester scene. He could be walking down Manchester Main Street and he'd be like, oh, that guy's the drummer out in Offside. He's got that kind of encyclopedic knowledge. Now that's led to him becoming pals with, a couple of the boys down there. So we get invited over to South Nightclub afterwards. Clint Boone for the carpets, an absolute icon of Mancunian culture, and a top man. Actually came out when he found out Golden Greats was Wes, invited us into the DJ booth. When I say DJ booth, Brendan, that does it a disservice, man. You walked in there, man, it was like bloody fridges of beer, and it was like a who's who of the scene and all that. So I took us in, get a big cuddle, and might I add, he was still playing an absolute rip-roaring set to a rammed place, post Rosie's party. I have to say, it was one of the best nights of my life, man. So big props to Clint, obviously, and Golden Greats, Captain Bob. I'll never forget that night. Aye, cheers, lads. Absolute top night.
So was that after the Etihad or after the Eaton Park?
Sorry, after the Etihad.
We went to Peter Hook's after party on the Saturday. We were staying at the halls of residence that were vacated for the Eaton Park at the same time. Really cheap digs, centre of Manchester, gay quarter right beside us. And it was brilliant. I mean, it was really good. And we went to Peter Hook's after party. I can't even remember the venue. I was the year to book the tickets, and by the time I get taken to the venue, I was being escorted. I was going to say, we done some fit state, man. It was carer duties were in operation that night for me. It was great. I mean, as you say, it was the Reformation, and I think everybody in the generation, so 89, do you know what I mean? They were the band.
They were, man. The band of the people. I mean, I seen them in Melbourne, a place in St Kilda. Just before they kind of split up the first time around, I was lucky enough to see them.
The last ever gig was not a mile away from here.
Exactly, aye.
That's the affiliation that they've got.
Aye. Well, I'll tell you, Brendan, see the night at the Etihad, about the people we were standing with in the crowd, I hadn't heard for the guy. I think Ryan, his name was, top lad, his wife was brand new as well. He texted me about a day before that gig, and he's like, listen, we're not going to make it up, do you want these tickets? And he sent us up the tickets, man. So that's just one thing about the Rosies and the Rosies crowd. It's fantastic, isn't it, mate? They're a real band of the people. But I love the fact that the whole Manchester culture gets behind her. They're bands like that. And as I said, in there about Boone.
I mean, even listening to Terry Christian's Sunday night radio show for North West is North West with Attitude or something like that. It was NWA, North West with Attitude. I mean, I used to, for years, that was my Sunday night.
Yeah.
So after go to the pub, catch the 4 o'clock Sky game, get back from NWA where it was North West with Attitudes, and it was all bands from the Manchester area that Terry Christian was promoting, highlighting and taking back. So he's obviously playing all the classics.
Yeah.
But everything had to have an affiliation with the North and North West. So he played loads of Glasgow bands as well, obviously.
Yeah.
We're North West as well, but obviously in a different way. So brilliant. Look, I love the whole scene of Manchester, and obviously the whole our youth as well.
Yes.
It's nice to reminisce having a beer that's taking us back to our childhood.
Absolutely.
With strawberry and limes and.
It totally goes with it, doesn't it?
It does, it really does. That wee chat does go with that. It's takes harking back to our youth, isn't it?
It's like the endorphins that you release when you talk about these net memories, and then the endorphins that releases. I'm going to give that a wee cheers, mate. I hope you don't mind. Enjoyed that.
It's a really good beer.
Cheers, man.
It's a
Fantastic.
really good beer, and it's going to be one that you'll have one or a half one, a shared one, because it really does change the palate and cleans it out, takes you back, and then brings you forward for moving on to another beer.
Aye. This is probably my favourite beer so far. Between last week and this week, mate.
I'm enjoying it, and I'm not big on the sours, and I'm not big on the fruit beers. But I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. And I'd agree with you. That's that for the two that I've scored already. I know already that I'm going to score this higher.
Aye, me too.
So
you want to take it away, mate?
So sesh, no, I would never sesh that. It's a one can shared for me, but that's not a bad thing. Drink responsibly anyway, folks. So I'm no session. Would I buy again? Definitely. I think the 4 cans that I would be buying, if I was buying online, would need to be spaced out. It's a 1 a day beer, at the very most.
I get you
Or
coming
maybe two if it was a long day session, you wanted to change your palate.
We're only having half of one here, do you know what I mean, just to get the sample. Before you come to your score, mate, right, I'm with you on that, obviously 100% buy that again. Wouldn't want to session it, it's a savour type of beer, you know, zinger, it'd be quite hard to session it. But I'd say it's an essential purchase if you're buying anything at Track Brewery. Definitely buy that, and hats off to them. So scoring wise, what's your market?
I'm going to go 8.5.
Oh wow! Because
we reviewed the Whitman sour last week.
We did.
The orange.
Yeah.
I prefer that to the Whitman. And Whitman did my beer of the week last
Whitman
week.
was good.
So it's beer of the week obviously, but that's my highest score so far.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna come in there with that as well, and I'm gonna say, you know, I would describe that beer as a Whitman. That is a Whitman type of beer, man. And I do apologise for the amount of mans in the Glaswegian there, but I'm going to give that, and this is high praise indeed for me, mate.
Yep.
I'm going to give it an 8.25.
Brilliant.
Alright, well played, Track Brewing Company, man. Well
nothing
played.
is real. Strawberry field.
Exactly. But I'll tell you, that is definitely something to write home about.
So, the 4th beer of the night is another Track Brewing Company. It's called Paper Moon. It's an IPA and it's with Mosaic, Citra and Vic Secret. And the description on the website, there's some juice loose about this hoose. So there's a wee bit of Scots in there, a wee bit of Scots vernacular in there. The delectable IPA, sensibly hopped with Mosaic, Citra and Vic Secret. It opens up with ripe peach, nectarine and a silky mouthfeel which leads to a pleasingly pithy bitterness melded with a lingering sweet cantaloupe finish.
Indeed.
So let's get this bold. I'm looking forward to this, Billy. I like my DIPAs. They're a wee bit stronger, a wee bit more action in them sometimes, so I'm looking forward to this. What's the strength of this one, do you know?
This one's 6%.
6%. So that's very nosy.
That is nosy, man. Bit like myself. Cheers.
Oh, a peach and nectarine straight away.
Oh, aye. That's lovely. It does give you a nice bit of silkiness, bit of smoothness around the mouth.
And the Mosaic and Citra is very, very prominent once it settles down, like the initial.
I'm not going to kid on what Vic Secret is, mate. There's a certain type of Vic Secret.
As I've said earlier, we probably need to start doing a bit more research into this. Rather than just getting bloated.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Bloated and talking about Manchester and good stories, but that's a lovely beer, that is lovely.
Pleasingly pithy bitterness.
That's lovely.
I do like that as well, actually. It's smooth, again. They sum up their descriptions are pretty good, these guys. Again, it's not on their website at the moment, so that says to me that they've maybe sold out of it.
Maybe.
Which is a good thing. 6%, it's not really a double IPA, is it? It's more of just a kind of IPA. Don't know if it's a double IPA at that kind of strength, or is it? Sorry, I'm showing my noviceness here.
You can take your bigger hitters, but at the same time, I mean, you want to be able to drink it.
Aye, true.
And so far for me, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm glad we've done the order. I'm glad we've done the order we've done it.
Because your palate's been nicely cleansed in it.
Aye.
Yeah.
The said and done before the nothing is real came back to the Paper Moon has allowed me to really enjoy that, and I'm really enjoying that.
I knew you'd like that one, mate. I just knew you would.
I mean, I do like the DIPAs in the sense that you bang for your buck, you know. It's one of the ones, if you're coming home after work and you nip into like coal ship or you nip into something, you have a DIPA and you have the one, you're up the road with a glow, knowing that you've fulfilled your day's work and had a nice end of your day.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
That's lovely. So, you ever been to the Fitba down in Manchester?
Do you know, I've not been to I've been to Manchester to pick up a last minute visa before I went to Australia, and the guy came out and went like that, Mr. Walker, you're the man that's travelling to Australia tomorrow morning at 10 AM? And I said yes. When I was just a wee guy, man, absolutely bricking my pants there. And he's like, I'm afraid you've got your visa. So yeah, sorry, to answer your question, tell us a wee Fitba story, mate.
Oh no, I've just been doing loads of times. Been doing loads to see United and City.
Yeah.
And it's obviously the team I support, Celtic, playing both of them. But my favourite day was Mark Hughes' testimonial. It's a great day. Just Celtic fans, because of the if you remember, when Celtic were push.
I remember it well.
We were the testimonial kings of Europe.
Aye, I remember it well.
I think what's the big fanzine? The Red Devils have got. They've got a fanzine. I can't remember exactly what the fanzine's called, but they have a level of drunkenness. Yeah. Right, and the top level of drunkenness.
It's Celtic.
It's a Celtic fan and a testimonial day. Because that's the sort of day out they were, you know.
Was that, did Celtic win that night?
Aye. Well, I was there.
Aye.
And I don't remember it. It was a testimonial. Right, back to the beers.
Back to the beers, sorry.
We went meander.
Tangent, man.
We went meander doing Scottish football, past and present. So anyway, for me, this is the beer of the night.
Oh wow, man.
And not just the beer of the night, it's probably the best beer that I've tasted in a good way.
Really?
Yep. And I've had a few boundaries today as well, so I've shared a couple of cans with a good friend Paul. I was lucky enough to go and get this wee trim done earlier on, and Paul stays on the corner for my barber, so I popped in to see him and he gave me a couple of boundaries and
good.
We had a couple of other beers.
It's the best beer you've had today then?
Yes.
Oh right, sorry. Right, I thought, yes. For a while I thought you meant like for months.
Not a day.
Just a day, right? Sound. So see, just to point out, right, we've got normal jobs, right? Yes. Obviously this is just a wee pastime and a hobby for us. We've got normal jobs.
I'm off till Saturday.
There you go.
I work a shift part. So I'm 6 on 4 off, and I enjoy my full half. Put it that way.
Good. So if any of my gaffers are watching this, or anybody that works with me, right, I've not been drinking all day. I've been hard at the graft.
Aye.
So yeah, sorry. Score wise.
Score wise, I am giving that.
Sorry, mate. Go through it. Right. So buy that again. I would definitely buy that again. Listen. You probably know by now, guys, two podcasts in, I'm not going to session that. It's 6%, mate. I'm not going to session that. Am I going to have maybe a couple of cans, as you say, maybe pop into the local pub and have a wee can of it? Absolutely, man. I'm going to enjoy it and savour it, but I'm not going to session that, just purely because I can't handle my drink as much as other people. I'm not scared to admit that. Yeah. So I'll go marks out of 10. I'm not going to be as bold as you, mate. You know, I'm not going to. I know you have. But it's a nice beer. In terms of the other beers, I think it's better than the Tuya and All Said and Done. And I'm going to give Paper Moon. I'm actually going to give it a 7.2 out of 10.
Lovely. Well, I'd get a go session, I have to say, because I like it. I'd definitely try a few more. So if you get any on the fridge,
you can have one, alright. I'll tell you what, I'll have the strawberry one. You can have an extra one of these.
Okay, that sounds good to me. I'd get a go. Would I buy it again? No brainer. Definitely. I would be going for that all day long. And my marks, I'm going to score this quite high.
Okay.
And given that I liked and nothing is real so well, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10.
Whoa, wow. You should have like a wee ding coming in here.
I like that. I really like it. And I have had a few different beers today. And that is the best beer of the day for me. Well, so that's high praise indeed for Track and the Paper Moon. I'm well happy with that.
No worries. Listen, fantastic. I'm going to have a word with the unofficial third member of Bilko and Brenny's podcast here. Yep. And we're going to have to get a wee graphic, a wee ding. And we get the highest score.
very much thanks to Fiona and her great work, Fiona Coots, and her great graphic design work that she's done for us.
Yeah.
It's been brilliant. Really appreciate it.
Coots Graphics is the name of Fiona's company.
Part of the B&B podcast team.
Yeah.
So there's a wee B&B and an FC. So I thank you, Fiona.
Cheers, Fiona. Cheers to Coots Graphics. And I'm sorry about the unreserved plugged people, but 9 out of 10, mate.
9 out of 10. I'm really enjoying that, and if you've got another can of that, get it out of the room.
It's steady. We've still got a wee bonus. We get a wee bonus brew. So I tell you, I'll give you one to head up the road with.
Oh, brilliant. I'll enjoy that as a wee night here.
9 out of 10, and what did I get? 7.2.
7.2 you gave.
It's a fine score in there. So bringing us on to our last beer, it's a wee bonus beer. As I said, I bought this to get over the 50 quid. I'm just going to touch on that again. 50 quid's obviously quite a lot to be spending, but what I got for that is 12 beers plus. I got this one, the World is Yours, in combination with the other half from Track Brewing Co. It's an 8% double IPA. 50 quid for 13 beers, when you actually consider you're getting the free delivery, it's not that bad in my opinion. That's going to last you a decent wee while. If you consider you were well, it's going to last me a decent wee while, right? But if you go down to the pub and you're maybe spending £20-30 in the boozer.
But I mean, if you even look at your night out Sunday, which was a good session.
Aye, it was.
It was a good session, and we worked out about 22.5 quid a head.
Aye.
20, something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's still, and if you're drinking, and this is what we were drinking equivalent beers and equivalent prices, and the pub that we were in, the Coal Shipyard, just to get an wee shout out. But I mean, I don't mind spending money.
Aye.
I think, do you know what we were talking about earlier on, about support your local?
Yeah.
You've got to support these businesses. We want them. We all want these places to be open. So what you've got to actually do is get out there and spend your money, and we all work hard.
Aye.
We all work hard. Alright, I appreciate that some people might have different tastes and different, they're not really that interested, fair dues. But I love getting out and having a night out at least once a week, going to places and enjoying and paying a wee bit more for premium than I would on a day-to-day.
Well, remember as well, the women were drinking wine as well, by the large glass as well. That didn't help the old pocket. So
fair play them. They're entitled to their sessions as much as us.
Absolutely. So yeah, support your local, mate. And just touching on that, mate, I'm glad you brought it up. £22.50 each, when you actually think about it, is not that bad for a decent, 3 hours.
It was a lovely night. It was a lovely night. A booked table for 4 days. We got a lovely wee booth, and we wiled away the hours, and we had a crack night, and it really was. It was enjoyable. Well, it's nothing really.
Yeah, these guys nothing. As well. I mean, we're not just saying Coal Shipyard here. We're talking about any. You could be watching this in Timbuktu. You could be watching this, England, Ireland. You've got your local. Get down there, support them.
That you should be supporting.
Yeah.
If you like beer, you should be getting out there and trying to support not just your bottle shops and your carry-out shops, even your supermarkets, but you should be supporting the guys who are at the heart of it, the brewers and the people who distribute it and the people who sell it to us over the counter.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing better than getting into a pub and asking a barman what's new, what's a bar person, what's new, what's good, what would I like, my tastes, or if you've never been in before, asking them and getting a feel for how they are and whether you like their place or not. And support your local is a massive thing that we should be doing in all walks of life. All walks of life. We should be going down our local high streets and try to support places as much as possible.
Well, your wee businesses as well out there, they're spending so much money on this social distancing stuff, the sanitizer, they're telling you what to do when you arrive, they're taking your name, your address, they're looking after you as best they can, and I think it's only fair. They've got overheads, they've got staffs, they've got their rent, they've got all of that, they've got to pay their suppliers. And it's really important, as you say, to get out there and support your local. And as I said, not just for the places we mentioned, just this, if you're to do me a favour, if they're practising social distancing, they're putting all that effort in place for you, get yourself out there for a wee hour or a wee hour and a half, whatever. Just go out and have a couple of jars or a bite to eat or whatever, a nice safe environment, because listen, support your local. Anyway,
support your local businesses.
We bit of a rant there from us there, but listen, where we're coming from, which brings us back to the world is yours. because I'll tell you, the world is ours, and we should be out there and supporting it all. So let's have a wee look at the description. So as I said, it's a DIPA, 8%, brewed in conjunction with other half. It's a big voluptuous, I like a voluptuous. It's loaded with Citra Cryo, Azeka and Vic Secret. It's an outrageous body accompanied by flavours of overripe papaya, Alfonso mango and cantaloupe. Allergens are malted barley, oats and wheat, and 8% ABV. £6.50 as a can. They're selling it singly on the Track Brewing Co website. Again, it's all available all over the shop if you have a wee search for it. I'm sure you'll be able to find your local supplier. So, just going to crack this one open, mate. Now, we did have this last week, I think, after we had finished.
Because that was a wee editing beer, wasn't it? Because the good people, and we have been going on about them, but the good people at Cold Ship Yard, who gave us the glasses, stuck in a wee can of this that we never reviewed last week, but it took us on to the journey of going to find Track Brewing, because we'll discuss that again, but that's why we found out about Track Brewing through Cold Ship, and obviously there's other suppliers.
There is other suppliers, and if you hunt about, I'm sure you'll find this stuff, but they do supply to of the Track, I know, on their menu at the moment. I'm taking more of that than you, mate, because you've had a few today.
That's fine.
Is that alright?
I am.
Sorry, mate.
You've been working all day. Working all day. I've been. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, that's lovely. Sicker. Oh.
See, I remember this for last week, and that is exactly how I remember it. That is
fantastic.
That is easy to drink, that one. I'm probably showing my naivety here, but for me, I know I've touched on it before, I cannot find where that is. Well, I can now, it's kind of hitting me, but at 8%, it's just so well made, so well brewed, that the strength is masked. I don't know if that's to do with the Citra.
It's the flavours, I think it's the flavour, but see, if you're talking about the mango and papaya are definitely rich in the mouth, and see the afterburn there. I think you do actually get the 8%. I do think there is, that's a strong one.
But it's there, and then it just settles. Yeah.
Aye.
And is that so? That must be, as you said, then the flavours of the overripeness and the mango that's masking it. See, I'm learning this. This is a learning experience for me. Whereas that is something you're like, you're savouring it, just absolutely savouring it, man.
It's a great finish to the night, definitely.
The world is yours as well. I like that name as well, because it's a few.
It's exactly how both of us think. The world is out there to enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And enjoy responsibly, and get there and be who you want to be, and do what you want to do, and live the proper life that you want.
Absolutely. And obviously, you're not going to sit down. You're not going to have more than a few of these. Let's just say. Again, it's one to be savoured for me.
Definitely.
Interest. Don't know a lot about other half. We're just assuming here that this is another brewing company. I know they've mentioned it a wee bit there on Untapped. We're just going to have a wee look there. And it's actually an American one, an American brewery. That's interesting. I'm sure I might be seeing it coming up there, but as I said, we're doing this live. No editing here. It's Brooklyn. Oh wow.
Brooklyn,
New York. We've got the old, which is again kind of, that's weird. We've got the Brooklyn, New York
label up there.
We were talking about Lenny D earlier on, man. He's from New York, Brooklyn in New York. There you go. This is quite uncanny. This is freaking me out, man.
I don't think we recorded the Lenny D, but.
Oh no, we didn't. We're not going to record that. We're not going to record that. But I tell you, that is I love that.
It's got all the citra, and the mango definitely masks any strength behind it. That is lovely. It's a great beer. It's
good. I'm glad that your man banged that in for us last week, because it's led us to this journey tonight.
Yep, to Track Brewing.
Absolutely. And Track Brewing, I'm just going to touch on some other stuff just about the website as we do. Just having a wee look there. Track Brewing, obviously, they also do a nice range of soft drinks. I noticed on there. Some of the steep soda co, lemonade, orange, cola, lime and cucumber. That sounds interesting. Rhubarb. Obviously you can get your gift cards on there. If you maybe want to get your man, if you're a unlikely event, you're a woman watching this. But if you want to get your man a present there, there's get gift cards. One thing I did want to touch on, Brenny, was actually they've got a subscription on there. It's only for Manchester and surrounding areas, £60 a month. Oof. And it's Sonoma. I've noticed they've got that in the kegs as well, the 5 litre kegs, 3.8%. That looks like one we maybe should try if we come back to this in the future. And they're constantly evolving. If you look at their social media, and they're constantly bringing out new stuff. They're trying to upgrade their stuff, as we've seen earlier on with the Nothing Is Real. There's some nice merchandise on there as well. Again, we're not getting paid for this. You know what I mean? We're just doing this because we just want to have a wee laugh and educate people and educate ourselves more than anything. Look in there, so they've got the Track Brewing glass. They've got some interesting t-shirts on there. It's actually quite good. It's not bad. There's a lot of stuff on there. Just looking at the shipping info as well. Yes, we covered it earlier on. Yeah, $5.99 shipping charge, but they do offer free shipping and orders of cans over £50. Must admit, I ordered this on the Sunday, Brenny. I dropped a wee email through on the Sunday night. I was concerned it might not arrive. Got an email back. I think the guy's name was Stefan. Really thorough, really quick on his response. Said, don't worry, it'll be there. Turned up the next day at 8:30 in the morning. No questions. Very well packaged, I have to admit. Nice wee postcard in it. Really liked it. And Stefan was actually a downright nice guy to us. I'll just give you a wee shout out there, Stefan. I was really impressed with that, with the speed of your response and also on your social media. Listen, I'm not going to keep going on about it, as I said. We just want to. I think we've had a thoroughly good evening.
Great evening. Give our Manchester story, Bilko.
I'm struggling, man. Manchester, dearie me. Let me think.
Well,
I'll give you one. I just want to go back again. This is a combination of Manchester and Glasgow, right? So Spiral Carpets were playing, and they were playing up at King Tut's. Obviously, everybody's heard of King Tut's. Everybody worldwide, one of the best music venues in the world. Carpets were playing, so we had taken up our usual spot. We always like to go beside the mixing desk at King Tut's, so you get a decent wee view. You've not getting too many guys barging into us. We started to talk to this woman that was behind the mixing desk, and really nice woman, so she was. Now, we knew the Carpets were going to PJ Malloy's after it in Dunfermline for a DJ session, but the lassie had said to it turned out it was actually the bass player's wife. So she's like, listen, I'll see what we can do, Martin might come out and have a couple of beers with you afterwards. So we went down the stairs to the bar in King Tut's, and obviously we're not expecting him to come out, man. They had this gig over in PJ Malloy's, but honestly, she brought Martin out. Martin decided to come out and just, obviously the rest of the boys, there was 5 or 6 of them going through to PJ Malloy's, well represented, another good place. Well represented. So Martin comes out and I'm like that. So Martin, can I buy you a drink? He's like that. Aye, I'll have a bottle of brandy. So I was flush at the time. I was flush at the time. I think I was there with Golden Greats again, and Captain Bob, a few of the lads as well. And so we got the brandy up, and I thought, what have I let myself in here for, man? So put a bottle down there, man, and man, everybody get a wee brandy. And it was a cracking night. I went up the road at a reasonable time that night. I left the bottle there, and if you're listening to this, Martin, I'll just give you a wee shout out, man. And see, when I'm down in Manchester, mine's just a bottle of rum. So sorry, Brenny. So you guys are all story, man.
Well, my last venture to Manchester was to see Steve Mason, as I mentioned earlier on, and I popped in via what could take me to Northampton. And my brother had been working in Manchester at the Media City in Manchester. So rather than staying in Northampton, I decided I would drive some of the journey back home and get my digs in Manchester for the night before. So I basically put a meal on the expenses for my brother and me. And then he managed to source tickets for Steve Mason at the last minute, who was playing at Gorilla. So we ended up going along to Gorilla. Me and my brother hadn't been seen eye to eye for a long time. Not that we particularly fell out, but we just hadn't spent a lot of time together. And so we're in, we've had a few beers, we've had a meal beforehand at a lovely restaurant in the local area beside Gorilla. I couldn't tell you what one, but we went in with the stocked Augustiner, which was just, at the time I was like, yes, it was 3-4 years back, so that's my go-to session hell is. So Dry the Rain comes on. which is a brilliant tune.
Aye.
And we find ourselves just kind of like the beat it, do you know what I mean? Kind of like the beat of Steve Mason and whatever else. And it's just a cracking night because the line comes through. If there's something inside that you want to say it out loud. It'll be okay.
Aye.
It'll be alright. It'll be okay. And the two of you just turned around at each other, give each other
Oh,
a big hug.
big hug.
Big brotherly hug.
Brilliant,
And that
mate.
was my last night in Manchester. I was spent with my big brother, and everything's been brand new with since.
Well, there you go. That's just Manchester all over. It's one of these cities that brings you together, innit? One love and all that jazz.
Big time.
And it's, it's not just the Rosies, it's not just the Manchester scene and all that. You've had it all: Joy Division, New Order, James. Aye, James. There's bands out there, Northside. You could name them all day. And there's a real musical city. One of our favourite places, isn't it?
Yep,
I love that
definitely.
story. So that kind of Manchester's responsible. For whatever reason, just getting these back into the
It
fold.
wasn't a big deal, but that is a highlight of my last trip to Manchester. It was me and my brother getting back on the groove with each other.
Absolutely, that's amazing.
It was great. Are we reviewing this, or are we going to do a bit of betting?
The betting, I mean...
Are we just going to tag that onto the Twitter feed at the end? Because we're doing this. We're doing this.
What I was going to say about the betting, big man, is it's hard because we record this in early doors. This normally goes out on a Friday night. What we'll do is we'll put our bettings onto the Twitter
feed and Instagram and whatever else.
Exactly. So at the moment we've got Twitter, we're new to this, we're going to get up, set up the Instagram. The Twitter address will be on your screen at the moment, but it's BP Oddcast, B Podcast. We missed out a B on that. Podcast. Oh, so it is, isn't it?
Cask.
There we go. Wouldn't it be recorded, mate, if I didn't mispronounce something?
Yes,
I mean, I put out the trailer, said it was 8 PM and it's actually 7 PM on a Friday. It's coming
so
up.
Just establishing how we're doing the betting side.
Aye, so we're going to...
Because obviously it is. There's no point in us giving you bad tips on a Wednesday. We give you bad tips on a Friday. Do you know what I mean? So with that in mind, are we going to review this?
Of course we are, man.
In the sense of a score?
Aye, we are, man. We are. We're going to do that, 100%.
It's not in my score sheet. How are we doing that? I need to write all this, didn't I?
Watch this. See if you open that bit of paper up.
So
there it is. It's on your score sheet, you see.
Always
turn that page.
I'll be surprised.
So on the other half, Track Brewing Company with the other half, the world is yours. I'm going to... Would you buy it again? Obviously, yes.
Aye.
Yes,
That's
definitely. Session, no. Again, again, this is... We agree to
By the end of that glass, I'll be pissed.
Mate, you were pissed when you... By the end of the first glass, mate. Right. So, aye, you're not going to say shit. Score-wise, this is actually... I really enjoyed it last week. I'm enjoying it better tonight. I don't know, again... I'm sorry for repeating myself, but see when you mix it up with a kind of an unusual flavour, it really does make these ones it releases your palate to enjoy these ones, if that makes a sense. So to me, that's actually one of my favourite beers we've reviewed so far. I'm actually going to give it a... I'm going to give this a 7.5, mate, which is for Bilko scoring is quite high. 7.5. What about yourself?
Again, love it. Absolutely love it. I probably prefer Paper Moon to it, but it is a very close run thing.
Wow, so that's good.
I know.
That's high.
Well, I went high with the Paper Moon. I did go high with the Paper Moon, but that was my favourite beer in a long time. But not a long time. Today, my favourite beer today. So, aye, the world is yours. I'm going to give that a solid 8.5.
That's a great score, mate.
Aye, solid 8.5. And I have been a bit generous. And I will note that I have been out and about today.
You're not changing your scores, mate.
No,
you can't change your scores, mate.
scores.
You can never change your scores.
I'm never changing my score. What I'm saying is I've probably been a wee bit more generous with Track than I was with Overtone. But I'll qualify that as a day off today.
Yeah.
My second day off.
Yeah.
And I have been out enjoying my day off.
Yeah.
So
listen,
maybe I have been a wee bit more generous with my scoring, but I'm sticking by my beer of the week is Paper Moon.
well, no worries. You want to grab the can of Paper Moon over and grab the Nothing Is Real over as well?
Yes.
Grab a can of Nothing Is Real over as well, mate. I'll grab that. Just hold them, mate. So, beer of the week. What's your beer of the week?
Beer of the week is Paper Moon for me.
No, it isn't. It's Nothing Is Real's a beer of the week, mate.
How?
Because it just is, man. Nothing is real, I'm saying. What's your beer of the week? How are we going to do this? Because we're disagreeing.